Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Good evening, YouTube. My name is Andrea. I am replacing Clinton in this night, okay? I have with me Camila Ribeiro, Camila Pedrosa, Bruna, and Rogério. Today we are going to discuss about education in the digital age. Are we ready for the future? So I think it can be a great topic to discuss in a Sunday night. So before I will start this conversation, I would like to explain a little bit how Talk and Talk works. Basically, Talk and Talk is a place where you can practice some languages, such as English, Spanish, Italian, French, and German. This is not a class, this is just an immersion. It means that I am not a teacher, I am a student too. I am here to develop myself as you guys, so it's a safe place to make mistakes because here no one will judge you or correct you, but make sure that everybody here is going to learn a lot because this is a real environment where we can practice our speaking skills, okay? So basically that's it. Be respectful with each other, okay? Don't be afraid to make mistakes, as I said before. And today it will be not necessary to divide us. We will stay in the main room, everybody together. And we always start the conversation by the self-introduction. So, Rogério, can you start, please?
Yes, good evening, ladies. I'm Rogério. I'm 49 years old. I from São Paulo, but I live in Rio de Janeiro with my family. I working as accountant. I'm here in Talk Talk since May from the last year. And in my free time, I like to play my guitar, run, and practice exercise.
Good. And are you good playing guitar, Rogério?
No, I'm always studying, but not a good at, not a good at it.
But you will, right?
I I I always played the same music. Well, I know three gospel music without see the partitura. I don't know how to say partitura in English. Just three or
Oh,
four music. I play this all the time.
oh, really nice, really nice. Thank you, Rogério. What about you, Bruna?
Hello guys, I'm Bruna. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Rio. I'm a chemistry, so I spend a lot of time in the laboratory doing some experiments. Sometimes it's not exciting as it sounds because we have to write reports, draw some proposals, to join follow-up meetings with clients and with our team. So in my spare time, I also like to read. Sometimes, most of the time, I read criminal novels or something more psychological, something more challenging for my mind, something like that. And I also like to do exercise in my spare time, go for a walk, go to the beach, have this contact with nature. So I love these outdoor exercises. And my aim in Talk Talk is exchange ideas with you guys, debate some topics, and get together with my colleagues, my peers. That's it.
Nice. Thank you so much, Bruna, for sharing. Camilinha, it's your turn. Pedrosa.
Hi guys, I'm Camila. I'm 32 years old. I'm start here since November, the end of November, 28, 27. I don't remember the date, but it was the end of month. I became host this year, last month. It's very exciting new challenge here in the platform. I'm working as a product design in an outsourcing company. In my free time, I really like to watch movies and series. Like I said, I watched today 5 episodes of Yellow Jacket. And tomorrow I have a new episode because the platform share all the Mondays, the new episode. Um, my favorite sport is swimming. But this year, I really tried to, like Rogério said, play guitar. I play guitar too, but this year I tried to learn more about drums because I love drums, but I don't know tone. But it's a plan for the second semester. No, now because my life is so busy. That's it, kind of about me.
Nice. I really love drums too, Camila. And I wish I could have time to practice it, maybe one day because we are alive, so we have time for that. But guys, can you imagine it that I have been searching about some drums classes, but I need to have time, right? But it's my dream to practice a little. Maybe one day. What about you, Camila?
Hello, guys. My name is Camila. I am 4 years old. I live in São Paulo. I discovered Talk and Talk through LinkedIn, and I've been here since March or April 24. I'm not sure. I work as an accountant in an energy company. I used to play guitar when I was a teenager, but I was not so good. My sister is really good, and it was just for fun to try something new, a new instrument. I never tried drums before, but I guess guitar was a good experience. But now I guess I don't have too much patience for that. I don't have my guitar anymore, unfortunately. So that's it about me.
Okay, thank you, Camila. So we have three persons that, three people.
Almost musicians, please. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding.
yeah. Maybe we can form a band and Bruna can be a singer, right?
No, not
Okay, guys, just kidding. About myself, I'm Andrea. I live in Guarujá. I am an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. And I am married. I don't have kids. I don't have pets. I've been attending on Talk and Talk since October 2021, and I discovered on Instagram, but it took me almost 2 years to have the courage to attending my first immersion here because I was really shy. But thank God I have I had this courage and then I am here now, right, guys? So that's it about myself. Let's start the conversation. I think it's a great topic. So, Camila Ribeiro, how has technology changed the way students learn compared to when you were younger?
Oh my gosh. I guess almost everything changed in my when I was younger. I guess was totally different. We don't have too much source to follow information. I had to go to the library to find something or to try to get some activities from school. And I guess I didn't have the internet, so can you imagine the difference? So I guess nowadays looks like easy from them, but I believe, in my opinion, that it's easier, but they don't have a time to go deep into the information. They just like in a superficial way to search that. And it's difficult to keep it in your mind because you're just looking for something really quickly and you don't need to go to read, to draw things. So I guess just it's only my opinion that these kind of ways to search something could change our knowledge.
Yeah, totally. And what do you think about, as you said, that you think it's superficial?
Mhm.
What do you think it can, oh my gosh, I forgot the word, even in Portuguese, uh, can harm, can harm the learning process about.
No, I guess I remember little things about biology when I was a kid because I love it, biology. And I guess if I didn't have a time to study or to pay attention to the teachers, this could be something really different nowadays. And the students, they are searching things in maybe less than 1 minute to share their opinion. So I guess your opinion became weak because you don't have the basis, you don't go deep to try to find something, or maybe you cannot argue with the others because you don't have too much knowledge to know that, like I guess we are suffering not a decrease about knowledge, in my opinion, personal knowledge about life and about everything.
Yes, I understand you, Camila. Maybe we have a lot of information, but we don't have a lot of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
It can be it. Okay. What about you, Bruna?
I'm trying to remember when I was a child, a teenager. I think I don't spend a lot of time on the internet. I remember the internet, you needed to connect and you hear the sound of the disconnection. And sometimes you go to the library, like Camila said, or you search from the books, the other books, or even with your parents, you ask your parents to guide you, to instruct you in some homeworks, or even your teacher. I don't remember use a lot of tools, digital tools to do some essay, to do some homework. I think we brought our view, our knowledge, because everyone no, but in general, most of the people have access to the internet, to the resource, the platform, education platforms, a lot of information, so you can foster this knowledge. And there's a other side too. It's like they said, it's a double-edged sword, because you have the negative perception of this. Sometimes if you have a lot of information, you need to choose, you need to pick this information and go deeper in some subject. And for this, we need to have this critical think. We need to be skeptical, to doubt everything. My professor in the university said that we even have to doubt the books too. Not only the books are correct, rely too much in these books, in the internet, in the technology. So we need to doubt some news, some information. I see a lot this in the chemistry, because sometimes people say a lot of things in the media, in the YouTube, related to the all the chemical areas, like for example cosmetics, and say a lot of awkward things, don't make any sense. And I don't know, it's completely out of blue, what they said. It's not backed up by science. There is no real source for this. How can I say? A resource there is we can rely on for this kind of statement, this kind of these things that some people say on the internet. So we need to be more skeptical. And even nowadays with the AI, so AI can write everything, can search everything. And what we see in the workplace, that AI may be made up some sources, so they come up with some articles that don't exist in reality. So they just mix all the things and made up sources, and we need to be more pay more attention this way. And I don't feel that the other generation and even ours sometimes have this maturity to deal with this kind of power, or the technology gave to us.
Yes, but I am a little curious now, Bruna. You said about do you think it's happened only in your field? You are a chemistry, right? But it's only in your field that you see it, or in another fields too? We need to pay attention on this kind of things.
In other fields too, like I said, in the research area, you can just come across with some article, and cite this article, made some reference for this article, and this article even exists. So you have some kind of pleasure, pleasure, no, I forgot how to pronounce in English. It's like a plagio, I forgot this word. So you have a lot of this in the research area, and I think about the journalists and the other fields too, the even the doctors, the medicine, the pharmaceuticals, because they must have this publication. They must to do some publications too in the research area. So these data, these results are completely made up or represent the reality. So it's just an ethical problem related to the only, sometimes it's an ethical problem related to the person, related to this team, but sometimes is something related to the technology. The AI tool, for example, just create this data, create this number, create they collect, gather information, just create it. You need to be really pay attention. I see a lot this so in the workplace when you do some research. And I think it's not only chemistry, it's all of it.
Yeah, interesting that you said. And sometimes we need to know a little more about, even if you need to search about, we need to know a little about what you are searching because this kind of things can happen. You need to be aware if it's right or wrong. So interesting, Bruna. Thank you. What about you, Rogério?
Oh, it's my period is so uh, I mean, I am the period that we have you had a Walkman, Discman,
Me too.
Atari, you know. So we have a many technology that we don't have more.
Oh, you are muted, Rogério. You
Oh,
mute
sorry.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, in my period we don't have internet, you know. We just use a library or books to read it, to copy, just to copy, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, the teacher asked for a redação, não conheço redação in English, and just to read and copy and put our ideas. If you understand something, we don't have a search to find out more information, just to copy, and no AI, no internet, no tools, just books.
Yes, my time was the same, Rogério. And
Yes.
I think, guys, we learned a lot in that time. I don't know if we have a lot of technology nowadays, but I don't know if the kids nowadays it's really learning about what they are doing, they are learning, right? Every day in the school. Because it's so easy. You just go to ChatGPT and you have your resume, I don't know, ready, and in our time, as you said, Rogério, we needed to find the subject in a lot of books, choose the better choice that you had to write down on the paper, so it was really difficult, but at the same time you could fix it in your mind. Imagine nowadays we have ChatGPT, so can be really easy. But in the maybe you are not getting so much advantage to learn properly, I believe. I don't know. I am not a mother. A mother, I don't have kids, but it's something that I really think about.
We
What do
we
you
are
think?
be,
Oh, go ahead,
we are
Rogério.
we are before the beeps. Do you know beep?
No.
Beep, beep. We put this machine in the
Ah, beep. Oh my gosh, yeah. Beep fax.
yes. We are very
That's it.
old.
Yeah, I remember beep. Oh my
Beep,
gosh.
yeah.
Yes. What about you, Camila? Is you, Pedrosa?
Oh, sorry. um, how has technology the first word, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess depend. For me, it's better after the technology because, like, I guess what Camila said about go to the library. I did this a lot because I have had a computer very older in my teenagers. I don't have in my child stage. So because that my interaction with this type of technology was a little bit tardio. Uh, and because that I guess was important because I try to find another way, like I said, go to the library, for example. But I guess now something very sad happens because the kids start to use the GPT to do the activities, the exercise, this type of thing. And I guess this is very dangerous because the kids lost the capability to think about solve problems. And I guess this was a development skills very important in this early stage in your life. And then you needed to use this in your job all the time. So I guess we have a hard problem with the future because that because I guess if you don't couldn't think fast and try to solve problems, what the type of work you could do? Because no everyone could be live like influencers because now about most part of kids like to become an influence, but it's very hard that people could live with the influencer styles. And I guess we have this huge problem in the future. It's about the people have the kids have needed to have a proactivity for do things. And I guess now I couldn't realize my niece have a little it's hard for her to do the exercise. She don't use AI, no use technology. But I guess for her now it's changing a lot this type of thing because for me, always I do like a part of the process, but for my niece, it's a very tortura to do that sometimes. Sometimes she have fun to do that, but the most part of time she hate to do exercise for when she back off for school, you know. So we have a problem with the kids now.
Yeah, it's a point. And talking about ChatGPT, Camila, we have this question here. And what do you think? Do you think ChatGPT for work home homework is helpful or harmful to learn? Continuing with you, Camilinha.
Okay, I guess depend of the use. But I guess now the kids use the wrong way. They use it to answer for her. But we have another way to use the chat GPT for help us to find the solution. So I use a lot this mode because I guess it's important to try to think. And I guess this mode it's very important to help us to think and solve problems, for example. Because when you build a prompt very carefully about the details. Sometimes the GPT help a lot. So in my case, I need to do a lot of research in my job. So the GPT helped me a lot to do some resume about that. Now I use the premium mode because I know it's very insane because in the public mode, the data is shared with everyone, so it's very dangerous. But I guess that's it for me. Depend of the context. But now I guess the kids don't have key knowledge for use the correct way for the GPT. No, I guess now the user it's about I need to answer the question for take more time free for myself and do this quickly and not think about it. So I guess this is the problem of the use of young people, I guess.
Yeah, good point. I totally agree. What about you, Rogério? What do you think about the question number two?
I agree to use it just for helpful. If you, for example, in my case, I need to write an email in English, so I write this email, and I put in the help in ChatGPT just to correct me something, you know. But the main idea I wrote, you know. So I
Mhm.
think it could be helpful if you start this point and ask just to ChatGPT just to help you. I don't agree if it's harmful for learning.
Yeah, it's a good point, Rogério, because I do it with the immersions. For example, I need to create the topic and I try to write the questions in English and then I put on ChatGPT to help me like, oh, it's okay, there is something to correct or not. But I I needed to force myself to write the question, because if you put on ChatGPT, oh, give me some questions about the topic, blah, 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 the ChatGPT will do it for you. And as Camila said, but you are learning about that? No, because you just pick the questions and put in what you need, and even read the question sometimes, if it's good or not for you. So this is a danger for me, in my opinion, because we need to know how to use this tool, and I think we need to try to, for example, thinking about that it's a tool that can help you, not do your work, your job. So this is the difference, in my opinion, guys. Ok. What about you, Camilinha? Camila Ribeiro. Camilinha, Camilinha.
I guess the way that ChatGPT can be harmful, it's about you don't practice your maybe right skills. You cannot practice that because you're just copying something, or you don't practice your focus or your analyzing skills. You don't think twice about the topic. You just write something and you are just replacing something. Even when we read something, I guess this is not only true. This is not because it's on a paper on a book. As Bruna said, I guess I remember that my teacher asked me, if you read something on a book, try to think twice about the topic. Is that right? I agree with that. And if not, why I disagree with that? So this is about philosophy. You are just thinking about creating ideas. This is the way that we can develop our ways to think and to communicate ourselves and to give your opinion about some subjects. And I guess ChatGPT, if you was just to have your answer, this would be superficial because you don't go deep in the topic. You don't create a way to analyze the situation. This is right, this is wrong. I agree with the writer. Why I disagree? So I guess this is hard to do, and no one spend too much time doing it because the answer it's already there. You don't need to think twice, but you don't create a good way to be a great knowledge about everything in life.
Totally agree, Camila. Good point. And guys, maybe, I don't know, we don't learn, right? We are not learning in deeply when we use ChatGPT in this way, like Camila said, just copying and putting where you need. I don't think it's a good idea. Of course, I am not saying that ChatGPT is it's not working. No, I am saying that we need to know how to use it in our favor, to continuing growing, not just copy. I believe that. Okay, let's see. What about you, Bruna?
You guys have a point. It's like you said. ChatGPT can be a resource, can be a tool for research or whatever you do. For example, when you get prepared for the immersions, you can prompt the ChatGPT with your data, with your background, so they can give you some answers, some structures, some synonyms, some interesting things, but it's the point of view, this machine, this technology, is not necessarily your point of view, it's not necessarily your history, it's not necessarily your opinion. So when you go to this immersion without a script, just on the spot, just play by ear, just go, just say what's popping to your head. You really try to be yourself, to give your opinion, to give your perception of this subject. We need to stick with your point, just not rambling around. Just don't lose the train of the thought. And this is the challenge. And if you just put some chat GPT and do some reading, if you have this option, you need it for some improvement. It's okay, it's fine. I totally agree with this. But if not use this like I don't know if the word is crunch. I forgot this word, but like it's something that you rely on. You depend so much. I need this because without this, I don't say anything. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to express myself. I don't know how to read this data and present this data. I need the chat GPT. I need the chat GPT for writing, for write my reports. You can write your reports and correct with ChatGPT. My colleagues do something like this. I don't like them much because I like too much write. I like to write myself. So my colleagues do, and it's okay. They are optimized time. They don't do these repetitive tasks. They try to replace this repetitive task, and this it's okay. Um, and it's okay if you really think about it, if you really use your brain, not just give the tool, this technology, think for yourself and give the its opinion. I think it's opinion like to be yourself. It's like a other person, like a other personality. You have your own opinion, your own views, your own values, your own way to do things, to do some activities. So just not try to remove yourself, try to complement something, try to add something. This AI tool with this technology try is here to help us to optimize some time, to level up some skills. It's for own goods, not to replace our way of thinking, our way of not our view of the world. You can use it like an addition, like add something, not just replace all of it, all these things.
Yes, yes, I totally agree, Bruna. Good point. Okay, thank you, Bruna. Let's move on, guys. I think we have a lot of questions. And Ribeiro, Camila Ribeiro, would you like to choose one to answer? Read and answer, please.
Yes. How could teacher, number 4, how could teacher balance traditional teaching methods with modern technology in the classroom? Oh my gosh, this is so hard to answer because even when you decide to do some traditional activities in the class or a homework, maybe the kids are not interested to develop their knowledge, and then maybe the parents wouldn't agree with the ideas from the teacher. I see that nowadays. I have some friends and I am with them, and they do the homework sometimes from the kids, and the teachers say, oh, congrats for the parents, you were so nice, just in a in a funny way. but they know that the kids aren't able to do some kind of activities. Like if you need to do a huge activity in a science week from school, the kids are not doing. They just ask from the parents to try, and the parents will look on ChatGPT. So it's like a circle, I guess. This could be something in about our education. If you are really interested to build a good human being in your house, maybe you should put this like try to give your opinion about this history fact, and then make the kid try to answer that for you, and then later try to take a moment to search or make sure if that it's right or wrong. But I guess the parents don't have this time to spend in doing this kind of activity, so it's really hard to answer that question. Maybe if you just, I remember I had these guys, I don't know about you, but I remember that I had some classes, Portuguese classes, that everyone went to the library and decided to read a book there. And we spent 15 minutes reading a book. So for me, it could be a good activity. Try to make the kids get a physical book and try to read in 15 minutes without cell phone. Just try to do it. So I guess I remember by now. Could be a good option.
Yes, and I don't know, it's really sad, Camila, that you said, because we are in a generation that we have kids from from people that don't have time to teach their kids, because I don't remember that in my time I have this, my mom making my homework.
Never.
I don't remember that. And I believe that it's not good because, for example, your kid or the kids will not have responsibility. They are not building responsibilities, because they have everything in their hands. So okay,
This is
guys.
the generation who take the parents from interview. So can you imagine? This is the I guess the reason
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine the future. Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you, Camila. What about you, Rogério?
I think, as Camila said, it's a difficult question to answer because we have many tools that children using have been using nowadays. So I think it's difficult to answer. Uh, if I am teacher, I think I would like to use a traditional method. I mean, giving a paper with the question and give a time just to answer. And another day, I use the AI just to put or YouTube, could be YouTube, just to put a video to to them to watch this video, and after that we're talking about something related the subject, just to discuss the matter. I think it's a good way to divide this traditional and the modern technology.
Yes, and we know that it's working. Like, right, Rogério? Because, for example, on the immersions here on Talk and Talk, depending on the topic, sometimes the hosts bring some videos to warm up the conversation. When you watch the video, you can understand better what we are going to talk about. Maybe could be like that for the kids. Oh, okay, you don't have time to teach so much your kids, but let's try to watch this video. So what do you understand about the video can be a easy way to teach the kid. I agree with you. Okay. What about you, Camilinha?
Sorry, girls, I a little bit tired. I forgot the question. It's the 30?
No, we are in
Oh,
the
no.
question number 4.
Okay, sorry, guys. How could teacher balance traditional teaching methods with modern technology is in the classroom? I guess I like the someday, a long time ago, I went in a museum and then we have this type of class of VR. And I guess was so amazing for me because I am a child and it was the first time I used this type of thing. And I guess now it's more advanced, this type of technology. And I guess this type of thing is a great way to learn about science. For example, I saw something. Bruno it's chemistry, so I guess he saw something like that. The use of technology to solve the chemical table chemistry. And I guess it was so amazing because you could see the molecular, this type of thing in 3D because they view VR. And I guess this type of thing, it's important for become more interesting, this type of disciplines in the course because in my past I really like the physics, biology, chemistry, but in my colleagues not. And I guess more common that people don't like of this type of thing. And I guess if you have this type of engagement in the school, more people could be think, oh, I really like to chemistry, and I will become that no influencer, like I said before. And I guess it's important to have access this type of methodologies because it's so hard for us, for me, was to choose my career, what I choose for do for all my life because that's I changed my career. And I guess if you have this type of thing, you could experiment more and discover the better for you more early than I. That's it.
Yes, it's a good idea, Camilinha. I like it. What about you, Bruna? What do you think about the question number 4?
My perspective is like idealistic because I don't think the professors, the teachers has this I think the professor, the teachers has some limitations in the classroom. So the idealistic world, it'll be have some specific time to use technology. Oh, now we're going to do some gonna to do some research. We're gonna use some AI, some other resources, and try to teach these kids, these teenagers, how could they use this. It's the best way how make most of it. But we know that it's a really sometimes class is can be really messed up sometimes. So we have um a lot of kids, a lot of teenagers, and not all of the schools are so strict to the rules. We don't have so much resources in these schools, some technology resource. We don't have so much investment in these schools. So it's like really traditional. Even the books are really, how can I say, not more than modern enough, and we have some lack of knowledge in these books because of this. So idealistic it can be have some specific time to use this technology to do some activity related to this and teach these kids how can how the best way of use this is not replace the teacher, replace your parents, replace yourself or your critical thinking. You can use this with a pinch of salt, like you can use this doubt something. AI is not completely correct all the time. The scientists say this tool can really made up some data. So you need to deeply dive in the books, really study, put a lot of effort to know to learn some subject, and after that you can use these tools. I think the investment, this technology, this little moments for use this technology can be a barrier for obstacle for this achievement, and also the mentality, the maturity, because these kids and this teenager have to be some maturity to deal with this technology. Otherwise, they can be addicted to this. Only scroll all the time, scroll the timeline, scroll the Instagram, scroll the whatever, the TikTok. You can use other apps, TikTok, even for goods, even for marketing, for example. Maybe we need to change the approach, the traditional approach of the education, that only we need rely on the books. Maybe we need to have some hands-on activities, some hands-on project that you can use the technology for this good. But it's idealist. I don't think this gonna be it's gonna going to happen in some years, some months. It's really difficult because depends a lot of the investment, the government, the teachers, and the parents, and other things too.
Yeah. And when it comes to education, we know that the governments don't put so much effort, right, guys? Unfortunately, we know that. And we know why they do it, right, guys? Okay, but it's another topic. Don't we don't want to go so deep in it. So I think we can answer just one more question, guys, in a quickly way. So, Rogério, would you like to choose another one, please?
Yes, and let me see. Question three, I think we're not sure read an answer yet. Should schools ban smartphones in classroom? What were the pros and cons of this decision? Uh, from my view, I think the school needs to ban this smartphone in classroom, I think, because don't know how can I say atrapalhar. It could be bad for the student if they lost their attention. They use the cell phone when the teacher are teaching us, yes. Uh, they could be right for another guy, another colleague, so it could be bad for your learning. So uh, I don't have a pros for this decision. I think it's so good decision. In the period of they need to have in the class just to study, to listen to the teacher, to learn something important, not a cell phone, not a technology, I think.
Okay, thank you, Rogério. What do you think, Bruna? Do you agree?
I'm not a parent. I think they should ban, but it's not a root of the problem. It's like it's not really resolve this problem, tackle this issue. So maybe we have some specific time, like I said before, to use this technology. But I have this awareness that it's an idealistic world. We don't have this resource, this time, this stuff, these people, and people with some knowledge in technology to deal with this. Some teachers don't know much about this technology, this all kinds of resource. But I think they should ban in specific times during the classroom, or maybe during the when the time when teacher it's taught something. But it's not a workout in this. I know it's not a workout, or they ban completely or not.
Yes, yes, good point. Thank you, Bruna. What about you, Pedrosa? You are muted, Pedrosa.
Sorry, I talk a
Don't
lot
worry.
alone here. It's the 30, right? It's
Yes.
about smartphones.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm agree it's not use smartphone in the school because I saw my niece when he have a cell phone in the hand. She can listen anyone. She focus on that, and I guess it's very dangerous for the learners. In the school, you need to learn it, and I guess the cell phone take the attention a lot for these kids, and I guess I totally agree with that. And I guess the more dangerous of to use the cell phone in the school, it's the less interaction with another colleagues. And this is important to development, the way and the communication. It's very insane to think about that, but the school prepare us for the work in the future, and I guess that's it.
Yes, good point. What about you, Camilinha?
I guess this must be something to think. I guess this is really happening here in São Paulo. I'm not sure, but I think so. And I saw some video about the teenagers were kissing, and the people said, "Oh, they are doing what we are in the past because they don't have cell phone anymore." So I guess this could be something interesting because they don't lose this. They could be these maybe 4 or 5 hours without using the cell phone, and maybe try to do different things, maybe even kissing. But I
Yeah.
guess I totally agree with that. Even in university, I guess this could be something, but it's different because we are dealing with adults, and it's totally different. But I guess in school, this should be banned. For sure. I agree with that.
Yes, I agree with you, all of you guys. I think it need that, because kids have need must to have this time to interact with the other kids, right? Not spend their times on cell phone all the time, even when they are at school. So let's see, right? Because I think it's really important for their growth. That's it, guys. I put on the chat the survey. I would like to ask you to answer the survey. It's really important to keep improving the meetings. You can write the immersion, The topic was about Clinton. I think was really good. I like it to discuss about this topic, guys. I hope you have liked it too. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for coming, Camilinha Ribeiro, Camila Pedrosa, Bruna, and Rogério. Have a great rest of Sunday. Rest a lot because we are starting another week. You need to be prepared of that, okay? Thank you so much for coming, guys. Have a great
Thank you.
night.
Thank you,
Bye
guys.
Thank you.
bye.